Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel on engineering mathematics. In this video, I am going to discuss some more examples on finding extremals for the given functional. Let us see next example. Here we are asked to find the extremals of the functional given by integral of 1 plus y square upon y dash square dx. Here f is 1 plus y square upon y dash square. Clearly, f does not contain x explicitly. So we shall use Euler's formula given by f minus y dash into dabba f by dabba y dash is equal to constant. Let us substitute f here and here. Now here we differentiate f with respect to y dash. In numerator there is no y dash, so 1 plus y square is constant. Now we differentiate 1 by y dash square, which is nothing but minus 2 upon y dash cube. Simplifying this equation, we get 3 times 1 plus y square upon y dash square is equal to c. Further, taking reciprocal of this equation, I get y dash square in the numerator and 3 into 1 plus y square in the denominator. On RHS, this c becomes 1 by c. Further, I isolate y dash square in LHS, taking 3 into 1 plus y square on the other side. Next, I will take square root of both the sides to remove this square. So in LHS we get y dash, and on RHS we get under root of 3 into 1 plus y square divided by c. This under root 3 by c can be written as c dash, and y dash on LHS can be written as dy by dx. So we get an equation dy by dx is equal to c dash into under root of 1 plus y square. Now to solve this differential equation, I will do some little bit rearrangement. I will take this under root 1 plus y square on LHS and dx on RHS. Now let us solve this. To solve this, we integrated both the sides. So we see integration of 1 upon under root 1 plus y square dy is sin h inverse y. Integration of c dash is c dash x plus integration constant c double dash. Now to get the value of y from this equation, I will take sin h on the other side. So we get y is equal to sin h of c dash x plus c double dash. This is the required extremal for the given functional. I hope guys you understood this example. Now let us proceed for next one. Here we are asked to find extremal of the functional given by integration of y dash square minus y square dx over the limits 0 to pi with the given condition y is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1 when x is equal to pi by 2. Let us proceed with this given functional. Here f is y dash square minus y square. Here f does not contain x explicitly, so we shall use Euler's formula given by f minus y dash into dabba f by dabba y dash is equal to c. Substituting this f here and then differentiating it with respect to y dash, we get y dash square minus y square as it is minus y dash as it is into derivative of y dash square minus y square with respect to y dash as 2 times y dash minus 0 is only 2y dash is equal to c. Now y dash square minus 2y dash square is minus y dash square. This minus y square remains as it is. Further, I take out this minus sign and take it to RHS. So this c becomes minus c. I am writing that minus c as c1. Taking this y square on the other side, we get y dash square is equal to c1 minus y square. Now taking square root of both the sides, to remove this square, we get y dash square is equal to under root of c1 minus y square. Y dash is nothing but dy by dx. Now rearranging this, we get dy by under root c1 minus y square is equal to dx. Now to solve this differential equation, we take integration of both the sides. Integration of LHS is nothing but sine inverse of y by under root c1. Integration of dx is x plus integration constant c dash. Now we take this sine inverse on the other side. So we see this becomes y by under root c1 is equal to sine of x plus c dash. Taking this under root c1 on the other side, we get y is equal to under root c1 into sine of x plus c dash. Now we write this under root c1 as c2, keeping this sine x plus c dash as it is. Now we use these initial conditions to find out values of c2 and c dash. First, let us substitute this initial condition y is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. So let us substitute x0 here and y0 here. The equation becomes 0 is equal to c2 into sine of c dash. Taking c2 on the other side, we get 0 is equal to sine of c dash. That means c dash is the angle for which sine is 0. So what should be that angle? It should be 0. So c dash take value 0. So now equation becomes y is equal to c2 into sine of x. Now we use second initial condition y is equal to 1 when x is equal to pi by 2. Let us substitute x is equal to pi by 2 here and y is equal to 1 here. Equation becomes 1 is equal to c2 into sine pi by 2. But sine pi by 2 is 1. So we left with 1 is equal to c2. So value of c2 is 1. Substituting value of c2 again here, we get answer y is equal to sine of x. This is the general solution, or you can say extremal for the given functional. I hope guys you understood this example as well. Now let us proceed for next one. This is also an initial condition problem where we have to find out the extremal for this functional with the given condition y of 0 is equal to 0 and y of 1 is equal to 1. It means when x is equal to 0, y takes value 0, and when x is equal to 1, y takes value 1. Let us proceed for the answer. Here y is y dash square plus 12xy. Clearly f contains x, y and y dash explicitly. You can see them over here. So we shall use the Euler's formula given by f by y minus d dx of f by y dash is equal to 0. Substituting this f over here and here, we see this. Look at here, f by y, that means differentiating f partially with respect to y, keeping y dash and x constant. Derivative of y dash square here is 0. Derivative of 12xy is 12x. Over here, partial derivative of f with respect to y dash we have to write. There is only y dash over here. There is no y dash here. So derivative of this part is 0. Derivative of this part is 2y dash. Now let us simplify this. This y dash can be written as dy by dx. So dabba by x of 2 times dy by dx now becomes 2 times d2y by dx square. Further simplification gives us d2y by dx square is equal to 12x upon 2, that is 6x. Now let us solve this second order differential equation. To do so, we integrate it with respect to x on both the sides. So we see LHS becomes dy by dx. Integration of 6x is 6x square by 2, which is nothing but 3x square, plus integration constant c1. Let us integrate it one more time. Now LHS becomes y, RHS becomes 3x cube by 3, that is only x cube, plus c1x plus integration constant c2. Next, we have to use these initial conditions to find out values of these constants c1 and c2. Let us use first condition. Substitute x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 over here. So when I do so, I got 0 is equal to 0 plus c2. So c2 becomes 0. Now let us use another initial condition. Put x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 over here. So we get an answer 1 is equal to 1 plus c1. Simplifying which we get c1 is equal to 0. Now we have c1 is equal to 0, c2 is equal to 0. So we are left with y is equal to only x cube. This is the required extremal for the given functional. I hope you understood this. Now let us proceed for next one. Now this time we have to find out extremal of this functional given by integral of y dash square minus y square plus 2xy dx over the limits 0 to pi by 2 with initial conditions y of 0 is equal to 0 and y of pi by 2 is equal to 0. Let us proceed with f. Here f is y dash square minus y square plus 2xy. Since f consists of x, y and y dash, explicitly we shall use Euler's formula given by dabba f by dabba y minus d dx of dabba f by dabba y dash is equal to 0. Substituting this small f, this has to be small f, over here and here, we get minus 2y plus 2x minus dabba by dabba x of 2y dash is equal to 0. Let me make you understand how these derivative comes. Here we are differentiating this f with respect to y, keeping x and y dash constant. Because y dash is constant, y dash square's derivative is 0. Derivative of y square is minus 2y. Minus y square is minus 2y. Derivative of 2xy is just 2x. Now differentiating f partially with respect to y dash, keeping x and y constant. Because x and y are constant, derivative of these two terms are 0. Derivative of y dash square is 2y dash. This is how this equation came. Now once again you can write this y dash as dy by dx. So this term becomes d2y by dx square. Now simplifying this, we get d2y by dx square plus y is equal to x. This is second order differential equation which can be written in terms of capital D as d square plus 1 into y is equal to x. Since its RHS is not equal to 0, the general solution of this differential equation consists of two parts, CF and PI. CF stands for complementary function, PI stands for particular integral. To find out complementary function, one needs auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation of this differential equation is d square plus 1 is equal to 0. Solving which we get roots as d is equal to plus minus I. Because roots are complex conjugates of each other, the complementary function can be given as y is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Now we proceed for particular integral. Pi in this case can be given by 1 upon d square plus 1 into x. Let us evaluate this. Let me write 1 upon d square plus 1 as d square plus 1 inverse. Using binomial expansion, you can write this as 1 minus d square plus d raised to 4 minus d raised to 6 and so on of x. Now taking this x inside, you get 1 into x minus d square of x plus d raised to 4 of x and so on. But d is d by dx, that means derivative with respect to x. Second order derivative of x with respect to x is 0. So all these terms are going to be 0 and we will left with only 1 into x. So particular integral becomes x. Therefore, here I am recalling the corresponding complementary function and now I'm going to add it with this particular integral to get the general solution. The general solution of that differential equation is now become c1 cos x plus c2 sin x plus pi x. Now our job is to find this c1 and c2 using these initial conditions. So I'll substitute first x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 over here. So LHS becomes 0, RHS becomes c1 cos 0. Cos 0 is 1, so we get c1 plus c2 sin 0. Sin 0 is 0, so we get 0 here and x is 0. So we get 0 is equal to C1. Now let me substitute this second initial condition, x is equal to pi by 2 and y is equal to 0. So when I do so, see, I'm going to substitute x is equal to pi by 2 here and y is equal to 0 here. Because C1 is 0, this term does not exist now. Substituting x is equal to pi by 2 here and here, we get sine pi by 2 as 1, this as pi by 2, y is 0. So C2 is minus pi by 2. Now substituting values of C1 and C2 back in this general solution, we get corresponding extremal as y is equal to minus pi by 2 into sine x plus x. This is the required extremal for the given functional. Wasn't that interesting? Now let us proceed for the last example on this video. Here we are asked to find the extremal of the functional integral of xy plus y square minus 2y square into y dash dx over the limits 0 to 1. No initial condition is given to us, so you can expect some constants in your solution. Here f is xy plus y square minus 2y square y dash. Again, this has to be small f. Since this f consists of x, y and y dash explicitly, we shall use Euler's formula given by this equation w by w y minus d dx of w by w y dash is equal to 0. Let us calculate w by w y keeping y dash and x constant. So derivative of xy with respect to y is just x. Derivative of y square is 2y. Derivative of 2y square y dash will become 2y dash as it is. Y square's derivative is 2y. So this is going to be 4y y dash like this. Now let us differentiate this f with respect to y dash keeping x and y constant. Because x and y are constant, derivative of these first two terms is going to be 0. Once again, keeping 2 and y square constant, derivative of y dash is 1. So we are left with minus 2y square. Now let us differentiate this minus 2y square with respect to x. Its derivative is going to be this minus 2 as it is. Derivative of y square is 2y y dash. 2y y dash. Simplifying this, we get x plus 2y is equal to 0. You can pause this video and check this calculation. This minus 4y y dash and plus 4y y dash gets cancelled. So we left with only x plus 2y is equal to 0. Further simplification gives us y is equal to minus x by 2. This is the required extremal of the given functional. Wasn't that simple? I hope guys you understood all the examples that I have discussed in this entire video. Now it is your turn to do some practice. These are a couple of examples that you can practice at home. These are their final solutions so that you can compare your answers. Guys, please do write me in comment box whether you are able to get these answers or not. By the time I come with my next video, please do practice these examples, solve more and more examples from other sources. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get updates about my new videos.